Yo, so you already know what it is. Yo, I swear to God, I'm not shitting you. They've already done this before. They have already done this death battle. They've actually done two parts, I think. Right? I'm not. I'm for reals, dog. And this was posted, like I think a week or so ago. I'm pretty late on this. I know. Like I just react on my own time or some shit. Let me search up real quick. Yeah. Okay. So the one we're reacting to today came out 3 weeks ago. Okay, so that's pretty recent. And then there was one before that, which was 10 years ago. 10 motherfucking years ago. All right, and there's a part 2, right? It says Goku versus Superman 2015, the original's sequel that happened 8 years ago, so 2 years after the first one, and now here we have another one, 3 weeks ago. What the actual literal shit? You think I should be doing like all of them, or is this a definitive version? Because they must have changed their mind or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Why are there 3 different versions of it? There's an original version which happened 10 years ago, and then there's another one, a part 2 to that, a sequel, which happened 8 years ago, 2 years after the first one, and then now there's this one which happened 3 weeks ago. Why? What's going on? This must be like a very indecisive victory, seeing as have to do it 3 fucking times. And that must be crazy for them to actually do that, right? But for me, it makes no fucking sense why you do that, right? But you know, it is what it is. But I don't know. Okay, between Goku and Superman. See, I know more about Superman than I know about Goku. You know what I'm saying? I actually haven't watched Dragon Ball. I will eventually. It's very interesting, very cool, right? And I do watch anime. I've watched One Punch Man and I've watched a ton of other animes. Just haven't came across watching Dragon Ball Z yet, but I will. Trust me, okay? But the characters are cool and the plot is interesting, right? Kamehameha. Let's fucking go. Kamehameha. You know, let's go fucking go. Kamehameha, right? That's how people say Kamehameha, bro. Kamehameha, right? Isn't that right? Okay. Yes, I know about that. Over 9,000. I know that meme too. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I stay knowing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but Superman vs Goku. Huh? Now, see, Superman only has 2 weaknesses. Okay, one his most blatant weakness everyone knows, kryptonite, right? But his other weakness a lot of people may not know is that he's actually weak to magic. Now, see, that's not his like kryptonite. Like kryptonite will kill him, but I don't know if magic will kill the guy, right? Because see, Doomsday. We all know that he's been one of the few people that actually kill Superman, and there's actually been a whole comic story arc of the death of Superman and Doomsday killed him. So I don't know. I think Doomsday is like he's got some sort of kryptonite thing in him. That's the only reason he could kill him. Otherwise, how else would it make sense, right? Because you can't just overpower Superman. See, I don't know about the whole the whole details behind the death of Superman in that how Doomsday killed him. I actually don't know. Like I didn't actually read it, but I'm aware of it. You know what I'm saying? I know Doomsday killed a guy, you know, and then he came back with a mullet or some shit. But yeah. So magic and kryptonite. Right? See, Goku can't get his hands on kryptonite. You know what I'm saying? So does he have magic? That's the question. Does Goku have magic? I'm guessing those ki blasts are technically magic, right? But then again, you know, Goku's power output is also crazy insane. Right. We also have to factor in the fact that Superman's only super because he has that red sun, because he has the yellow sun, right? Our sun. So basically, what happened on Krypton, the planet where he was born, that they had a red sun, right? So that's why everyone was normal like us, right? But the second he came to our universe on Earth, then he became super because the yellow sun gave him all those powers. So technically, if we go to Krypton, maybe a red sun will give us power. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the opposite for us, right? Maybe we're normal ass people, but if we go to Krypton or in that area to a red sun, then we'll get superpowers too. So we also have to figure out that. You know, and many times in the past, Superman has lost his powers because of a red sun, right? Not really loses powers, more like, you know, he gets weakened around. Obviously, he won't do as well because he gets power. The closer he is to a yellow sun, the more powerful he is, right? So if he can fly your ass into the sun, fry your ass, and he'll be totally fine because the yellow sun is good for him or some shit. You know what I'm saying? He says that's taking vitamin D to the next level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about this. Like, what's up with this? I don't know what's up with the 3 releases? You know, the original and the sequel and then the re-release. What's going on, huh? They better explain this shit, all right? But as for who's gonna win, I don't know. I don't know enough about Goku to say anything. But one thing I do know is that Superman is insanely strong. Definitely one of the strongest motherfuckers in DC. Period. You know what I'm saying? Omni-Man, who? Homelander, who? Superman. I'm just gonna say this, okay? Superman can clap both Omni-Man and Homelander at the same time. I don't care how old Omni-Man is, how many years of conquering experience he has. Superman's clapping him easily. Or maybe not easily. He might put up a fight, right? But Superman's taking him out. At the end of the day, Superman is. right? Because Superman's gonna realize, oh, this guy's a mass murderer. He's gonna go all out on that bitch, and you don't want Superman to go all out. The second he goes all out, you're done. You won't even get a chance to retaliate because you're already dead. You know what I'm saying? Like Omni-Man's a pretty good example of that. Omni-Man's pretty close to Superman's power level, but not quite, right? Superman is still stronger than Omni-Man. As for Homelander, don't worry about him. Superman's gonna blow at him and he's dead, right? You don't seem to realize how weak Homelander really is compared to the other big dogs. Homelander's only the big shit in the boys is because he's the only one with superpowers. He's the only one. He's basically a big fish in a small pond, right? Superman or Omni-Man will easily clap him, and they already did a death battle on that, right? So check that out if you can. And I already reacted to it, so yes, okay. And Superman can definitely clap both Omni-Man and Homelander, 100%. Homelander's easy for him, right? He gets punch him once and he's fucking out. But once again, Homelander has ever gone up against someone of his weight class. You know what I'm saying? Omni-Man has, which is why Omni-Man will probably give Superman more trouble. But at the end of the day, Superman slams. All right, okay. Enough of this shit. I don't know what's going on. I gotta find out more about Goku. I know he's crazy. He powers up the blue and then the rose or some shit and then the Saiyan super. Yeah, we all know that. Okay, we gotta figure out who's gonna win though. All right, and why on God's green earth did they make a third release? I need to know this. All right, I'm very confused. All right, 3, 2, 1. Also, check it out. I forgot to mention this, but I do have Dragon Ball Z Season 2. Hold up. I do have Dragon Ball Z Season 2 and 3. So, yeah, I'm gonna see that eventually.
This episode of Deathbattle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Explain yourself.
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play.
We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all 3, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, alright. So I'm guessing this is the definitive version, right?
Enchanted land, an old master found a boy and marveled at his uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku.
Yeah, he's got a tail. What's up with that, huh?
Watch some localized anime, you can thank this guy.
Inspired by martial arts films
Yeah.
and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story and the character that would define generations to come.
Yeah, facts. He's pretty influential.
Kakarot
Yeah.
was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly escaped its destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by happy old Grandpa Gohan.
Yeah, that's pretty on the nose.
Trained, Gohan began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi. Specifically, he learned the Kame Senrin-Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which strongly define Goku's character.
The more he learned, the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat raw talent. Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a
Damn.
talking cat, but mostly gods. When
Nice.
you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else.
Nice.
Slight advantage, Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally.
It's almost unfair how much of a boost in power they get after they're hurt.
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait,
Plot
it suits
armor.
Goku. No matter how many times you knock him down, he will get back up, stronger than before.
It helps
Just
that he
yell,
knows
you'll be
so
fine.
many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha.
An incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam.
So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
Not
It's
fair.
Incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For
Cell.
example, Goku can
Perfect
curve
cell.
the
It's
beam
cool.
after firing, or even shoot it from his feet.
But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the Solar Flare, Energy Landmine, and God Bind require a lot more strategy and planning.
Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He
Nice.
doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself.
He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker.
Well, pretty much any container could be used for the Mothaba sealing technique.
Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100.
Damn.
What a badass.
The Genki Dama, or Spirit Bomb, is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant. The way it works is Goku detects another
Yeah,
person,
that
like
right
a
there.
beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daizenshuu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games.
And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English.
The dubs did more than that. In fact, early dubs of Dragon Ball Z tried to rewrite Goku as a Superman figure. Even
Really?
his famous speech on Namek
Western
about
thing,
being
yeah.
a light in the darkness was originally about him coming to terms with his Saiyan heritage, accepting his anger and pride, avenging his people by defeating Frieza, and declaring himself the Super Saiyan.
That's why sub overdub any day.
If there's any scene that deserves the word epic, it's when he went gold. Super Saiyan and its sequels all have
It's pretty hype,
special
isn't it?
power
Yeah.
multipliers, but they threw us for a loop by turning Goku into a god.
Super Saiyan God certainly changed things up. Goku gained Divine Ki, a pure form of Ki unspoiled by mortal hands. Unlike normal Ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties.
Kinda like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs? They're missing out.
God Goku reached a level of power that could
Ash.
compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go.
I heard of that,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball's cosmology is unique. This model is said
And
to be
overwhelming
introduced
as
in
fuck.
Universe 7, but there's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven,
Because Boo went berserk.
Videl commented that heaven is just as large as a
Damn, she bad as fuck.
and the
You know what I'm
Daizenshuu
saying?
backs her up.
And that's heaven. Big planet.
So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our own
I space out
observable universe.
when they bring up
And
numbers.
Goku could destroy that much the first time he went god. And he didn't lose that power. He learned how to use it even better, even in base form. Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan.
Yeah, now he's
God
blue all of a
and
sudden.
became Super Saiyan Blue.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah, not saying that. Or after he trained with some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki, breaking through Hit's time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off Infinite Zamasu, who was a sentient timeline, defeating Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out
Damn.
Hakame, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence. Your being and your soul
Like the
are raised
skadoosh.
from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Oh, that's what it is.
Goku isn't a normal
For that.
transformation. It's a state of
Shaggy.
mind. Ultra Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts, subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone, doing without thinking.
So basically breaking the
Goku's
matrix,
always
yeah.
been trained to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even
Sick.
pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive avatar to defend him when his own body can't.
That's
Sounds
awesome, sick,
really
cool.
intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaioken times 1,000.
While technically a different continuity, CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline Goku. His history and powers are the same, making his story just as much of a
Is this a game?
scenario as
Looks
the
like a game.
multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe.
None of this makes
series
sense,
even
alright?
makes
It's
GT.
just words in my head.
Goku can break space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face,
But no matter the
He's a real
challenge,
one.
he takes it head-on and pushes through.
showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further beyond.
Yeah, he's OG as fuck. You gotta give him the respect, you know. He is who he is. You already know what it is. Alright.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
There he
More
is.
Powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yep, low hanging fruit.
Just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents.
We all know this,
narrowly
right?
escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became Superman. champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout.
Damn.
He's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
Understandably seeking escape from some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
No way, actually. Wow, I didn't know that.
Any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my
Yep.
life.
After
Me too, bro.
almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee. A
9
child who
decades,
lost his
wow,
home,
that's old,
left to the
bro.
mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere, but
That is
he was
actually crazy, he's the first one.
to really take
Damn.
off. I mean, not literally. It took a while actually before he learned how to fly.
In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight.
I can't even do 80
Punch
pounds.
hole into
I try, you know?
diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity.
Yeah, that
Wait,
just-
he
fuck
can
it.
do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking
Plot
of
armor.
Westworld
It's
stories
plot
with
armor.
Side main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Deathbattle, we take the characters at their best.
Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful he can sneeze away a solar system, or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. That's okay though, he can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It
Damn.
used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply put, Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time.
Damn,
Or when he
that's one hell of a
gained 10
clock.
years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading, and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example
Not
is when
fair.
he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is no novice when it comes to the intricacies of battle.
He's trained in Kryptonian martial arts, which uses chi, or as they call it, Shriar. He even got summoned to Asgard to fight demons with Thor for 1,000 years.
Damn, I
Superman
didn't know
resist
that.
being erased from existence.
Mr.
such as
Mixaplex.
Darkseid Omega Beams. Even Retcon and the Time Trapper, both of which hijack and alter timelines, can't touch him. Not because of his powerful mental defenses or healing factor, but because he's a cosmic linchpin in the greater metaverse.
What does that even mean?
Literally revolve around him.
But let's address the S-shaped elephant in the room. You may have noticed we've covered a variety of Superman eras. Superman, and DC Comics as a whole, have gone through multiple retcons.
Golden Age, Silver Age, Pre-Crisis, Post-Crisis, New 52, Rebirth, and so on.
It would help to know which one is the main Superman, right? Well,
That's what I read comics. So
Yeah, the
convoluted.
latest reboots basically said everything in the main series is kinda canon. Even when he had wacky powers like changing his appearance with a super muscular control.
Pink kryptonite.
I
We don't
guess
talk
he
about
can
that.
still phase through almost anything, even people.
look, if you really dig into it, this isn't new. Plenty of characters have recalled events from supposedly retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Commie Superman, Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further.
Oh, really? I didn't know
In fact,
that.
Upon visiting a white star, he attained a whole new level of power.
Well, there you
When
go.
that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy.
You mean Jeff
Superman just
Bezos?
popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman
It's not fair.
defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old, and expands at 60 trillion light years.
Fuck all these
per
numbers, man.
second.
Fuck 'em.
This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
Well, what is that? Have you heard of that? I haven't heard of it.
That's
What is that
31
word?
Zeros, and Soups helped make that happen.
Well, about 1/5 of it. That's still immense power, but if you want something bigger, here's the Anti-Monitor blasting Golden Age Superman with all the energy of the antimatter universe. And then Superman, you know.
Punched him so hard it kickstarted another one of those reboots.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Right, Red
Not
Star. Yeah,
all at
Red
once.
Sun.
He has been able to move planets around while under a red star.
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic.
Right.
But it's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistances to it.
Hmm.
He's defeated plenty of magic users before, even Shazam.
Like, that will
Superman
always slow him down. It
challenges
won't
the
stop
idea
him. You know
that
what I'm saying?
absolute power corrupts absolutely. He's the goodest good guy of them all.
Yeah, he really
But
is.
There is nuance
Boy
to
Scout.
being good, even if he is the ultimate power fantasy,
Slick.
unstoppable and incorruptible.
Such as when he took on the World Forger, one of the most powerful reality shapers in all of creation.
Who was in the sixth dimension, crafting a whole new multiverse to replace the one Clark calls home. Who's gonna stop him?
Superman could, and the Forger knew it. So he was trapped on a world with a sun so distant he could never escape. Or so the Forger thought.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
Just punching
He's the
shit.
kind of person to save a cat from a tree, answer Christmas cards from strangers, and tow hundreds of planets to a new galaxy all in the same day.
Yeah, he's just too nice. Goddamn it.
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Yeah, man. People seem to realize, they don't seem to realize that Superman's real weakness is that he's too goddamn nice. He is too nice. And you can't hate him for that, you know what I'm saying? You really can't. Because, you know, like, in a world full of dickheads and shitbags, you know, having a, you know, just that guy, you know? But let's be honest, in today's day and age, if Superman was real, he'd definitely be more like Homelander. Yeah, 100%. Sad reality, right? But hey, a guy can dream, right? But okay, oh my, who's gonna win, dog? I don't fucking know! Both have crazy damage and power output and shit. Superman's got that laser. Goku's got the ki blasts. Oh my god, dude. See, I hate doing this because it makes my head hurt. Because it's so close, right? And at the end of the day, it's just a coin flip, right? Who you think's gonna win? I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe Superman. Okay? I might just have to put on Superman, okay? Fuck it. Okay, here we go.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's
Look at
time
fucking
for
chowing down those burgers, man.
Deathbattle!
He's like, I gotta eat this shit! Okay, I gotta put on Superman, alright? I have to. Oh, we getting right into it. No dialogue, no plot, lore. We getting in? Alright, bet. Animation looks awesome.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
Yeah, this was gonna be so goddamn close, man. Holy shit. I really have no answer. I'm only picking Superman because I know the guy. I know more than Goku, that's why. Not saying that Goku ain't slick, man. He's fucking good at this shit, dog. I just don't know him too much, you know what I'm saying? There it is. Yep, that's handy. Who has more damage output, though? I don't fucking know, man. Probably Superman? Maybe, I don't know.
I'm doing just fine.
But then again, yeah, like, Goku can just brush shit off. He's fought with gods and shit. I don't know, dog. He can power up, you know, like, it's tough, you know. Well, I will say this though, the guy who powers up first usually loses. Or is it the other way around? I don't remember. Like, Superman's not trying right now. He's like, it's a walk in the park or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And now he's in space. The closer he gets to the sun, the more powerful he is, so you gotta get him out of there, you know what I'm saying?
Oops.
Oh shit, did you...
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
Oh, now he's getting serious. Was that the previous death battle?
Looks like a job for.
That looks like it was 10 years ago because the animation is like pixelated, you know? Man, but I love Goku, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Don't get it twisted.
What do you think?
That was awesome! Nice suit!
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Two nice guys, right? Altruistic, pop it, let's go. Yeah, he popped it. He's gonna pop it. Pop it, let's go. That's like popping revenge and for honor. Oh boy, this is gonna be a light show. It's just so hard to think how strong both these guys are. Yep, look at them, just look at them. What the fuck? You want to see that? I want to see Saitama vs Superman. That'd be real. Oh, he went kamikaze. You know what I'm saying? He's finna blow shit up. Yeah, see, like he's going. Oh, is he getting? You know, did you see that? He's powering up, dog. He's powering up. That's not good. Oh shit.
Finally.
A worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. Let's fucking go. Oh, look, he's golden, though. He's really on fire. So hype. It's so hype. You gotta admit. You gotta scream. Oh god. He on steroids now. He destroyed the planet he was on. Oh my god. This animation is great, dude. I feel like I'm an LCD. They just destroyed the entire universe by fighting, didn't they? Shit. I'm broken into the universe. Damn, I hate when that happens.
Huh? Ah, darn it.
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
So who?
KO!
So
That's it!
Goku's
The
dead?
final indisputable
Halo?
answer.
Okay.
Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
I swear to
There are
God, right?
so
Yeah.
many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real. Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most
Oh
representative
god,
of
just pull out the categories.
First
Damn.
up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to
Hard,
break
right?
or
Yeah.
make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger.
Vaginatillion.
A zillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore.
Exactly. Thank you,
Goku's
Boomster.
obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times,
Like, numbers don't mean anything
it's
anymore.
just too much.
It doesn't.
Especially with the World Forger feat. Not even heroes.
It's like infinite, you know? Like,
Superman
fuck.
takes the edge in strength.
But
Okay.
strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense. He can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out, though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and Ultra Instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here
You
is
can't measure it. That's the thing. The scale is broken, you know what I'm saying?
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts
Like with
master.
Saitama, he
He's
broke his
definitely
limiter.
got
There was
better
no-
battle instincts. He wants to fight and is dedicated to his training, while Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's
Yeah, he doesn't
knowledge
need to,
and
he's still
practice
strong,
of
you know what I'm
combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times.
Right.
It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master.
Yeah,
So
facts.
Goku wins in skill,
Yeah.
but not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless relentless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 8,000 years.
He's also astonishingly brilliant, like when he reassembled the reality warping miracle machine from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Okay,
yeah.
Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and Magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Right.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to erase from reality.
Right.
He's tanked Omega Beams, which do the same thing as Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering Instant Transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, Instant Transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Even
okay.
if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers
Damn.
and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman breaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two
Yeah,
characters
East
fighting
versus
for
West,
a
I know,
whole
yeah,
generation. Especially in 90s America, superheroes represented in
Spawn.
unfeeling status quo. Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a
Right.
whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters,
Yeah.
others see it as a debate of ideologies
Yeah,
and culture.
facts.
And if that's what's at stake,
It's so much more bigger than two characters,
who
you know what
wants
I'm saying?
Goku to lose?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
Yeah.
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation?
Right.
Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz.
Happens all the
Damn it,
time.
Man, there's more than one way to appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer,
Just saying.
that battle was super,
Ah.
man.
That's the worst part.
Thank you,
Fine,
yes.
them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
I do the math, the pun's your job.
Well, maybe if you math as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Well, there you have, folks. That's all, folks. Wrap your shit up and go home. It's over. See, now I don't know what the what do you call it? What the outcome of the previous death battles were of the first Goku vs Superman and the second one. But apparently they said this is the definitive one. So should I bother watching the other ones? I don't fucking know. But I guess we got our answer. Yeah, Superman. Superman might just be one of the strongest characters. Period. You know. But that's like very, very hard because there's so many characters, and like once again, I hate thinking about it because it's just so overwhelming, right? The DC universe, anime, it's just crazy shit, unexplainable shit. You're better off just saying fuck it because he is, right? There's no reason to get into science and this shit, math and all that fucking stuff. You know, he's doing it for the show. I understand why, right? But if you actually start thinking about it, it's stupid because it's fiction. It's made up. It's not. It breaks reality. And see, math and science and physics only relate to reality. If reality is broken and reality means nothing, and those laws don't mean shit, then it's basically pointless to even do the calculations. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's fun. I always have a good time watching death battles, you know, because like, it's like a what if type of thing. You know, it's like fun. You know? Yeah, but it is facts though. It is facts. Superman and Goku, they're two very different. Like they're characters who represent something way bigger than themselves. You know what I'm saying? It definitely is the East versus the West, right? But not like in a hostile type of way, right? It's like, okay, you know, Superman was like one of the first superheroes ever, period. You know what I'm saying? Most iconic. Everyone knows Superman. Go to any remote village of cannibals, they will know who Superman is. They will know, trust me, right? But the same thing with Goku, right? Everyone knows Goku. He made anime popular, essentially, right? Because that happened because of him, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and he essentially brought anime to the West, you know what I'm saying? Because that was a very East thing, you know, that was there in Japan, and then we had comics. So, you know, Japan had manga, and then the West had comics, America, right? So, Yeah, but then, you know, because we can exchange shit too, you know what I'm saying? It's like a good thing, you know? It's not like it has to be like sus thing. Oh yeah, anime's better. Oh no, animated movies are better. Oh yeah, no, manga's better. Oh no, no, shut the fuck up. They're both great and he's right, and it all depends on what you think you like, right? Essentially your own preference, right? There is no something there's none of that shit, right? None of that. It's just, it's fun, it's good, it's a good time, alright? Like, they're cool characters, we love seeing them, and yeah, it's true, who wants to see Goku lose? Who wants to see, I used to hate Superman, okay? I gotta admit, I used to. As a kid, growing up, as a teenager, I love Batman. So fucking cool, the rebel, don't listen to the rules, he does his own shit, so fucking cool, rich, beats the shit out of people, he's dark, you know, because I was dark and edgy and shit. But then, as I grow up and I realize, I see the relationship with Batman and Superman. I'm like, these guys are literally brothers. You know what I'm saying? They're two like opposite ends. You know, like Superman's like so hopeful and he's like light and truth and justice and all that shit. And then Batman's like the complete opposite. He believes in justice, but he believes in vengeance a lot more. You know, it's not about bringing justice. It's about delivering vengeance. That's what Red Hood said about Batman, you know what I'm saying? And to some point it is true. Batman just kind of wants to fuck him up, you know, because he's so goddamn angry and broken. Whereas Superman, he also, obviously he's been through some shit too, right? But for some reason he can just pull through that, you know, and still have a positive attitude on life and shit. So Superman's like, yeah, I respect him. He's fucking cool. You can't hate, basically, you can't hate Superman. You can't hate Superman, alright? Like, he's the man, you know, like, it's in his name. So he's the Superman, you know, like, he's got everything, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Goku, you know, like, you can't hate on the guy. Obviously I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, but if I will, and I will, right, I will probably know more about the lore and, you know, Goku's personality, but from what it sounds like, he's like pretty much exactly the same as Superman, right? Except he's like just Japanese version, right? But it's obviously more, it's obviously more complicated than that. I'm not saying that he's like a ripoff or whatever, like, he's obviously his own character, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I love them both. I love them both, yeah, 100%. You can't hate on either one of them, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, yeah, facts. You know, the more I think about it, I feel like Superman would probably get rid of Saitama, right? I don't know, like, because once again, they mentioned that Saitama has like he has no limit to his power. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could be tough, you know? I want to see that. That's, you know what? That should be good. I want to see Superman versus Saitama. We already saw Saitama, but he was fighting someone I personally didn't expect. He was fighting Popeye, right? I did not expect that, right? But I want to fight him. I want him to fight someone that can actually, you know, that's somewhat similar to him. You know what I'm saying? Because like technically Saitama and Popeye don't have too much in common other than the fact that they're totally broken. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm talking like, you know, because like Saitama's got a cape, he's kind of a hero. Superman is, you know, I want to see that. I want to see it. But yeah, maybe that's for the next time. But for now, I gotta get out of here. This was fucking crazy. All right. But I love seeing it. I love seeing it. Right. So yeah, I'm out.